Good morning. So this is FrancoBuilt, maybe number 2, more officially number 1. But today, unfortunately, there's not a direct set topic that we're going to be talking about because it's not sermon day. And I have more sermons than I have actual FrancoBuilt material. But every Tuesday and Saturday, I get more material. And it's just from my mentors. And what I do is I just share it to you. So today is going to be one of those. And of course, every Tuesday and Saturday, go to the office, take notes on our continuing training, and I just share it with you guys and what I think and how it comes to me. So in the office, we're going through something called an MD run. It's absolutely brand new to me. I haven't heard of it before. I didn't even know what the acronym stood for, what was an MD, until I continuing training and found out it was marketing director. But what's the run about for a marketing director? The run lasts 90 days. And in those 90 days, you have to meet a certain criteria, a certain standard of points, policies, and recruits. And for this specific MD run, apparently it's different than it would have been or usually was. It's 50 recruits, 50 policies, and 50,000 paid points. That's the MD run. And that's what we were talking about for the majority of the training. And they started off by saying how active you need to be. When you're committed to something, you need to stay active. You need to work on it every single day. There has to be some type of progress every single day, whether it's progress in planning, progress in calls, progress in sales, anything. You have to make progress every single day, because without progress, how are you going to get better? It's progress for a reason. You're progressing to your goal. You're getting better every single day. And if you're not getting better every single day, then what are you really doing that day? What are you really doing any day? I mean, like today, say I wake up, do some stuff, take a nice shower, but how is that going to help me if I'm not filming, if I'm not calling, if I'm not talking to my teammates, talking with my running mate? How am I going to get better every single day? And so that's one of the eye openers from last night's training. But they don't just say MD run, go do it. They help you. They guide you. They give you the step-by-steps. They give you what you should start with and then what you should continue doing. The first, second, third, all the way to the 6th step, stuff like that. So prep for the MD run. You don't learn how to swim by reading about it. You don't learn how to swim by watching about it. You learn how to swim by swimming. And sometimes you just got to get in that water. But you also want to make sure you have a coach with you or someone that knows how to swim. So prep for the MD run. Number 1, make the decision. It all starts with making the decision. What are you going to do? If you start doing something, but you haven't decided where you want to go, or if you even like it in the first place, what are you doing it for? Make the decision. Me and my partner, we decided to go for the MD run. Now, it's completely out of my league. This is my 4th week in this new firm, and already starting with an MD run. What? But it's good because I'm absolutely pushing the boundaries of what I know, the boundaries of what I think I can do, and the boundaries of how people would usually see me had I been in another company, another firm. Here, I didn't even expect it. I was sitting down, listening to the training, and he called my name. One of the mentors called my name. I don't know what he said, but it terrified me. He called me out in a good way. He used me as an example of how people should be looking like, how people should be going around, and the standard they should have for themselves. They should be caring about how they look, respectfully. But I don't know specifically what he said. I do know that my answer wasn't the best answer. I said, I tried to be. I think he said, "Are you serious? Are you serious about this, Franco?" Now, I had a retinal migraine, so I couldn't see half of anything you could see with your eyes. I couldn't see half of it. And so I was dead locked down to his eyes because I wanted to make sure I can at least see him and understand what he was saying. And then I guess he called on me and he looked at me saying, "Are you serious? Are you serious about this, Franco?" And he said my name. I tried to play it off cool. I said, "I try to be." Oh, that was a bad move. I knew it was a bad move, but I also wanted to just chill it out, not bring it so serious. But I mean, everything is serious. I mean, you have to be serious about things, whether it's a joking serious or a serious serious. That was a joking, not serious. So, wasn't the best answer. As soon as I said I try to be, I heard, ooh, that's a bad answer. I heard it. And it was it was so funny because nobody bashed me about it. They just told me. That's it. They just told me, "Hey, that's not a good answer. Don't ever say that." That's what they said. And then afterwards, he's like, "Oh, yeah, don't ever say that. But you're 18, you're young, you're new. We'll cut you some slack." And then he had me stand up and show everybody as an example how they should be dressing. That was really nice. I mean, I really love dressing like that. Anyways, I just had a white button up, red tie, black suit, black shoes. Nothing crazy. I mean, it was just nice. So you can get that stuff at Walmart. But anyways, completely off topic. Make the decision. Decide whether you're gonna do it or not. Just don't decide because somebody told you to decide to do it. Decide because if it's what you want. You cannot decide on something. I mean, you can, right? Jail me, but you can't decide on something that you don't actually want. Say, I want to do this, or I want to, you're at a restaurant, I want to eat this food, but that's not what you want. That's what your dad or your mom or your brother said. Hey, just take that. Stop. You're looking too long. Just take that one. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. So, second, commit to the run. Now, that's a big part, even with the sermon Saturdays. Commitment. You have to commit. It's like obedience to the Lord. You have to obey the run. Commit to the run. When you decide on something, when you really think, I want to do this, I want to succeed, I know I'll fail, respectively, at least in my position. I know I might not get to it, maybe not halfway. I'm going to try. Oh, see, that was already, see, that's what I need to fix that. I will work on it. I will do it. I will do my best. And in the end, if it doesn't come out the way I want it to come out, I knew that I commit myself to it. I know that I committed myself to it. Third one is track your run. Make the decision, commit to the run, and track your run. Imagine you think you hit the 50-50-50, but when you actually looked at the numbers on the day where everything is due, last chance, over, you see you hit 49. Imagine. I don't know about you, but I would be devastated. I'd be upset. A chair would go out through the window. I'm kidding. But track your run because you can be running, and you don't know where you're at. Good thing we have systems to help track it. But you need to track your run. You need to be so obsessed with where you are and where the people you want to be ahead of are as well. Walking, you track it. People track their steps. Running, they track how far they've gone, their distance. Marathons, they track it. 5Ks, they track it. Swimming, they track it. I know, I was a swimmer. They track it. Especially in the long distance, they have these little plaques with the numbers on it, and they flip it. They track it because you need to know where you are, or because if you don't, you will get lost. I've gotten lost, especially when swimming. I've gotten lost. I don't know where I was. I was just going to wait till I see the red sign to end the swim. So track your swim. And number 4, set up your calendar. You need to be busy every single day. Yes, it's a part of productivity, but you need to have appointments. How can you sell a policy to somebody if you're not appointing them? If you don't have an appointment set up, if you don't have my marketing director, I don't write I have no idea how to write a policy. My marketing director does it. I need appointments. I need to be flooding her calendar because if her calendar is not full, then the whole team has something to work on, but especially me. I want her to see my name every single day. I need a reason to talk every single day. And so that's what I need to work on. That's why making the calls is so important. But none of that is important if you're not committed, because none of it will happen if you're not committed. Number 5, running mate. I already hinted at it. I already gave that spoiler away, but I have a running mate. Just two, me, her. You have to have somebody who's willing to hold you accountable. Yesterday, she said something pretty interesting when we were talking about running mates and so forth. She said, Franco can go a little bit too far with his accountability. Like I could be a little bit too mean. Now, that excited me. I'll tell you why. This absolute G, Patrick Bet David, and our mentors, Jonathan Mason and Evan Greensberg, and all our mentors in the office, they would be so much worse. So much worse. Unbelievably worse. And it'd be a lot more serious. So it was really exciting. I mean, the entire time yesterday, I was just smiling and laughing because they're all real people. Somebody earning like thousands and thousands of dollars a week, they're just a regular person. The only thing that sets us different from the average rich Joe Schmo and the average mentally sane or right person is their commitment to what they're doing. Maybe they had someone to hold them accountable. I don't know. We have somebody with us. We hold each other accountable. If we don't hold each other accountable, then we're just doing this alone. And if we're doing this alone, when you start to fall, who's going to hold you? Who's going to carry you? You need somebody with you, somebody by your side. And you need to push each other. Because while one's falling, the other one could just boom, 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 right? And the other one's falling, you boom, 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 push each other up. So that is why we have a running mate, and we take it really seriously. It could be worse. You could have like a top mentor. It's so much worse. I absolutely want a top mentor. Oh my goodness, the level of fear I would have would be down here. Down there. Because with the right person by your side, they'd give it to you so real that you fear nothing. And it pushes you to do everything. True commitment. That's the type of running mate you need. In life too, running mate. Spouse, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, best friend. All running mates. They need to be the right one. They need to push you to become the best version of yourself. Number 6, weekly numbers. You have to be putting up numbers. Am I really one to talk? No. I am just sharing what was taught to me. You have to put up numbers every single week. What are your numbers for the week? What are your numbers for the day? Honestly, you should be going that far. But what are your numbers for the week? You have to be putting up numbers. You have to be getting up there. You need to be going up in the ranks. It helped to know the other opponent's numbers, because that'll push you for sure. You have to know your numbers. My numbers suck. Flat out. My personal numbers suck. Even if I reached 20, 20, 20, they suck. Because I'm not going for 20, 20, 20. I'm going for 50, 50, 50. So that's what we need to do. I mean, we have to push ourselves every single day, because it'll show at the end of the week. All this not to talk about specifically an MD run, but to talk about the lessons that it'll teach you. Make the decision, commit to the run, track your run, set your calendar, have a running mate, and weekly numbers. All that applies to everything. It is important. It's one of the instruction manuals to business. It's one of the instruction manuals to anything. Instruction manual to entrepreneurship, let's call it. All this being said for that reason, apply these basic steps, these basic checklists to whatever you do. And in the end, whether you succeed or you fail, you would have made it farther than if you didn't follow these steps, whether you're going for MD or whether you're literally doing anything else. Making your bed, track it, I guess. I don't know. Who said it? Kanye West said it in one of his songs. You reach for the stars, and if you fall, you land on the clouds. That's like this. You're reaching for the stars. The MD is the goal. That's the star. You're reaching for the stars, and you're using this rocket ship of steps, and you're reaching for the stars. But even if it fails you, you would land on the clouds. And all of that, no matter the clouds, stars, whatever, it's higher than the ground. Take that to heart. Keep that as a lesson for yourself. Take notes on that. Write it down somewhere. It'd be higher than staying on the ground.